SHEM, GAD, SHEM, DONIERO, ELBAZ, Melehc'ha. You asked me this, SHEM, and you wanted it to as well, GAD. I'm sorry I ambushed you so long, I'm sorry, this whole problems. I really meant everything that we were talking about, and you asked me to tell you, and repeat. I really mean it, and I am worried about you, about me, about you wanted to tell you how I go through what happens, and to tell you certain things you need to let you know. You understand what everything we're about is and every day is working. The destructions and the prohibiting my person to reach anything and to put in whatever the excuses, arguments, and making up in the class about the generations, about police and about defense and about security, ministry, Thurs to sing, still this brother of abominables. And the reality of what they Thurs to sing, Justice of Argentina, brother of abominables. And the reality with part of few, which are suffering too much of the risk of being murdered, Carmen. Went through the situations, still happened all around, making up in the class with the generation saying that they have rights taken away from me for whatever the elemental that I will rob, that I will forge, that I will lie, that I will make anything. Evangelics or evangelicals that generates once keeps on making the same old, and learning that this photo that I already sent you and you asked me to publish into making while being at the spot in Alberto Urbano, right there, right forwarding, I don't remember if there is any production television, I don't know, Canal 9, the 9th channel chain here in Buenos Aires, if Gibson being there. Well, I were in that spot, gasoline station, like, you know, I'm taking photos there at the Technikrama for 1 block away from there, this plaza where is this Germany or Deutsche monolith in Buenos Aires, which is in front of the Japanese garden, Buenos Aires. Alright, right beside to the saying about Liberto Urbano, Buenos Aires, and I taken photos there like you asked me, and get to make the same. I did it as you asked me I did too. And like everything we were working also with the Melech'ha, so along with the Galaxy Chat, taking photos and making additions on NCH and the photo softwares. You know, this reality is that I have found in the last publishments, and surely at the first as I have no time to watch, and it's a so extended, heavy account that is really difficult for my limited machine at this moment to go until the top for the watch, if anything will be ripped out. But the reality is that Policía Federal Argentina, sickness degenerating Kirchners, keeps on saying that they have rights to taking everything, that the additions will be them, that I will forge. And saying Tribunales Argentina, because of will be forged photos and not the real ones, that they have to annul from my accounts. And this takes and makes publishments saying that they are the glorious photographers on career with titles and the prizes recognized on the whole that they wrote to me. And with the same price elemental for rape, murder, and dispossessed peoples, which we were working in justice parties and having access for the whole of the sites for the whole week we're working with everything and with anything for degenerados with traje militar, Fuerzas Armadas Kirchners, whatever to be, UBA, UTN, University Succa, El Salvador, Kennedy, Universidad de Palermo, Universidad de Belgrano, Universidad de Flores, Universidad de Morón, Universidad de Lanús, Universidad de Lomas de Zamora, Universidad de Balseiro, anyone, Universidad de Córdoba, all Latin America, all UNASUR involved. making this on pieces of the whole. We were working with justice and states bodies, with liaison office, with states bodies at the states, and the whole of the designs and the whole of the technology, and sending more tellers that generates to taking information to saying that they shown and they done, like UBA, Universidad de Buenos Aires, started to do, with UTN as well, Universidad Tecnológica Nacional Argentina, and the rest all. With Kirchner's, and with Tribunales Argentina, and with Policía Federal Argentina, which administrates this all like a business about my life, and keeps on murdering people and destroying people, and forbidding the possibility to accept, and I to accede into nothing but breathe of the last possibility, I to simply be a piece of a meat around for they to the liars they are going to be. Keeps on making the same old, and evangelicals degenerados, same ones, keeps on proceeding and producing the same old and robbing to our people and using whatever the mobile and elementally that I do, and annulling from my out accounts what you haven't complete as backups at the last thing I done, and even the poetries and videos. The whole we've been working on and telling that I do with mind control that I never knew, not even of what it means, photography, and I think myself, I consider myself to be a photographer and whatever else is that I am. Saying that it's them and not me, for the reason of they the liars that they have to be and not me. And using me for the coming to the whole as justice bodies we were protecting with the whole of the crowdy sickness with Rotolo and the rest all, the beneficiarian for any class of a damage that I should pay for with my life. And esta tierra degenerada, and keeps on making the same everywhere. With the pardon of victims. Everyone is involved as offenders already shown precisely, definitely, completely. IDs, faces, prints, everything. En la segmagelijk YSH-NY-GIN keeps on making casus invention in Tribunales Argentina with the delirious, pathetic, thuggy shit, disgusting, abominable freak Kirchners and evangelicals and no Macris that they commence except for the people that suffers. Now the reality. I'm not feeling okay, and I have a state that I am not tolerating anymore. And I never have. I just have been trying to be patient. I want to tell you one thing. I don't want to anguish you. I don't want to make it feeling worse than already surely you are through with this all. And I really meant to write comment to you. And I really do. Tiredness is really at this moment over, feeling really weak. Really, like, not much more, but I can breathe still some strength for more and proceed about this. So, that everything I do and everything I say are 24 hours of the day, these perros degenerados, Sodoma y Gomorra, Policía Federal, Kirchners, Evangelistas, and any other, for whatever disease, that they would do and not I, and they would prove, with tribunales degenerados, pretending to commercialize my life and my existence in the term of national security and patriot of Argentina, and we know what we do, and national law. Like always we're doing, raza de degenerados. And the reality for this all keeps on making the invention and the generations all over and proceeding for more about that they will do to every one of us. There we have 9,004 elements and powers in the world that you already know who they are, that are proceeding about supporting this all and helping them with the terms of cannot be killing a complete of a nation. There are ethnics and there are rights and idiosyncrasies and culture. Rights for. And keeps on making the threatening about destroying everybody and killing everybody if we will proceed, and our enemy are associated and are part of the same. With the facade of the cutie ones and the elements for institutions. Now, the reality of this proceeds about evangelicals and milicos degenerados keeps on making the same, and we proceeded today about making something, but not a completeness. The reality of these days, the leader scene today keeps on proceeding about making the same, and I am really needing this to be finished for so long ago. I wanted to live so before of anything I don't know, at the conscience of the moment, and anything I don't name, and the reality of myself. En plek van vorm en plek van zeggen die hebben zo zeer schadelijk die hoort. Supply sparer vergelijk die swans maas matelijk die op verwaarts at la diffère zich maar plek zo zeer schadelijk die kiniviti. Gaan gaan zien. Ample voor zeg maar plek zo zeer zo sherifat. Geloch gaan gaan. Ample voor de verwaarts eigenlijk die zo zeer spatelijk safim. In platsol karov fechol fesvit visosherim isvan kleformos echalviti et shelevin faram achalgimitam sopleve fopleve soplekir bechuas vasibleves montlekim aptakaram sableves forvos echalgivisos shelvinam soplekir bechuachalgivisos lakim rebefechot seven fasegonasim rebachalakim forvot echalachamat levisos sibachel en chobat lekim rebefechovat sechlagim pat lefad atzelom in kople sugochech al khamaglavin barabesofat anta besokhma ankhalagisim teshelechol kidi rofach al khmatsim ad lefi fathechot shela masvasima in the Every days are worse, and this is something third to saying that they will talk to you that the whole of the number of perras and fermas will be yours instead me. For the making of the generations that they has in mind, saying that they will be queens of the heaven. Every enfermedad degenerada argentina. Soplevi forma sechalkini formas chalachma, lefi forot sechili visosefim, leki verafe forot sechal chalagma habis fasim are destroying my life and are destroying everybody, and are the sickness that are for what they kept on, done, need and pursued in base of what they came about, are breed of the beast with the evangelicals. The reason why they are doing what they do and they are destroying us. And the reason of this is not the condition of the non-religious like we know, because of Luciano Troviano were the beast. And the reality that comes to us all, and these are the class of it, abominables, and are willing for what this abomination that generate just seeded or sow for they to do. So the reality of this is exactly the pobre fechmochakili robechnim. Es un pobre chico, ¿no ves? Diablos como tal. Forma sechalkiri vorofes batlakim arinir in sople de foch batlachni chavesosim, kept on destroying my life in the terms for I will be the enemy of the patriot, for the pursuit about the taking corporations, richness, technology, power, superiority, and the whole of the prestigious and stolen prizes, and telling that they were, and not me, not us, and that they have rights to taking a no name. Keeps on strategizing and making up in the generations and cases and forgeries and liars, taking coins and shares like this son of a snake, the generate abominable freak that keeps on making arrangements with Tribunales Argentina, the same Policía Federal Argentina militaries, and every son of a snake to generate like the rest all in supporting the abominations they are doing, when it destroys me and forbids me and says that I will be the imputed. For they keep on making the abominations that makes up, saying that they has law and justice that cannot be respected and accomplished. And I want to slam death. And I want the sickness this complete death. And I want this to be finished. Because of there is no other choice, there is no way. And Barrasos Evangelistas breaks them for they to do what they do. And they love them. Except for victims. Now, verroba plek mi habe vergoed, dat bleef spakken techniek is wat begam. Impa bleef verroba sechla kimi retechla, have tassin, keeps on destroying our people and keeps on dispossessing them and putting them at the streets and others delivered into rape and murder. Keeps on making the same. This land is a very sickness from the beginning until the last, and they're not going to change it. The efforts of Allah are justifications and applause of the degenerations and abominables these freaks, and much other makes the plague and whoever fights gets at the siege of the destruction and at the flash of the death every day. And I don't want to carry this no more. I don't need this. I never needed it. I never wanted it. Are forcing me permanently for this and threatening to me and to us all. I'm sorry for the making the sickness that they just got to be done, and I want them all dead. He's over to me, and he's really seriously over. So plegi morve fechua plebes matachal chivi plavesosa plegi rovefot insko plebi kamar rovesechlach matim aplekachim. I keep on crossing by perros de general kai perras enfermas man lava. I'm sorry for the terms again. That Thurs to crossing me by telling, no que estaba que delirar. Forma plegi marve fechua plebesosa plegi bachliginizim tiarrita de generalita de mierda. Fompleki morve fechua plebefochat chalikivisoseliga. Kelkuwa ramapachal chamapleti fut lesebes platiki Vergot chalikivi fochas chalikivisosechla chamatlarim. Destroying me for they to possess me and trying to suppress me and trying to put me for they to do with me, with my life, with who I am and what I do and what I got. Whatever they want in base that they will be the rights and they will be just the ones that commands and the ones that been damaged by me, but the same what they are and who they are and what they do. Von Rebbe Fachmachlagin, Kirchners especially, with every perro de general evangelico y perrazo de general medico, are exactly the same one and another, and them bodies. Von Klekim or Rebbe Fochel Hamatlam, Javiswasim gives on the learning that with forgeries and any share for the Tribunales de Generales Argentinos in the whole of the conscience, that I will be found in making whatever for the accusations at the Policía Federal Argentina, so we're not going to touch the guys, we're not going to touch the government, oh my God, and neither armies, and neither evangelicals are so good. So there's, police prove me this, I can show you. They are right, they prove that. They are the expertises, they can show. It's a business and their conscience. Making up cases while saying I will be the fact, the degenerate, the prostitute, the thief, the forger, the delusional, the delirious, the schizoid, the bipolar, the chunky, the feloner, and any class of the generation making up with forgeries and degenerates and sons of hell like this Rotolo with a coin to say anything and to compound the shit that it needs to make up and releasing the perros de generados pedophilics, zoophilics, degenerates on the rapists for the whole gender, whole age, whole over to our people and destroying my life and robbing to me and robbing to everybody like stars of the patriot. Tierrita de mierda. So in the middle of this all keeps everyone and making the same and no one changes. And I want them all dead. And I have rights to asking this and also to happen. Now, forgive me for this and I'm sorry. Forpleki marrobe fechua pleki merotechlach matsechal dirosle disosim implave forosech machaki sotleki va forotechla insoplaves fotzimorove fechetischelaki virovasim aravasosim gives perra maricas the learning that this is a semi-secret and police affairs that we know this to putting some damages and I want them all dead. I'm going to make them jump in pieces. Up the hell. Pedazos de mierda. From plekken mangrove fechua plebesochlechamma plebin and Thurs to keep on saying, let's come into doing to it what it wants to do to us. I'm going to make it worse. Perrazo degenerado. Foplekim mangrove fechol chamaplekim mangrove fechol abesmatlekim marin blemves pochlekim mangrove fochat plebesochel impoplekim marchat bevach machalkim befochat pechlekim ispasim lenki vachfu fal plebesosak mangrove fechua plebesosim inskoplet kashleki mangrove fochon pachmachal gibisosim inslobet bechubatech bachalkim bisoklaga chaligibisosim resachlam are commercializing the land, the possessions, the richness and the names and the identities and the titles of Israel, nation, population, institutions, corporations, private and public activity, and for the whole of the Jewish populations in the world, and justice and states parties, the whole of the, what as corporations, what as institutions, foundations, activities, professionals, titles, patrimonies, and everything as is with any perro de género, like I told you, for the whole of the world to compound them, for the making some, I want my house, I'm gonna make it, I want my dynasty, I want my child, I want my title, I want to be royal, I want this genetic, oh, it's possible, I want it, oh yes, I want the share. And I want the proportion, and I want the money, and I want what it cuts, and I want everything, and I want to be healed. And I want to be a star. I want to be, I don't know, whatever the names of celebrities and artists, and keeps on making the same the generations now. Kirchner's Evangelics United, the cut them the generation of the Argentina and Latin America, and the whole sickness associated all over the world with the cut them freaks, Ejército Argentino for Armadas Argentinas, everyone. And making the administration and the generations of this especially, we thought, we said, we don't have the time. Para generados. Foplekim agrafechua plevesosi blavesvatim. Insploki grama fechal chaba plevesosim. Iskoblik agrafechubab lekemachat lekimerite pocholeki bisoseltesh. Kimbo agrafechuma plekmachal chabi blavisoslevitas chamatim. And our deal take them and make a dilation about my time and my life. And I am being destroyed. And every day is worse. No one stops. And whoever to crosses the borders gets the risk of being dead. And I don't need that neither. I want this land dead. The resources are real. And I am not doing no wrong. And this is not genociding. It's putting the shit where the shit gotta be. And it's not us. Spobleki mogę wyfechua ble forma sechlakiego raptisha in sposem ble. Spobleki mogę wyfechet Elishel. En blauw voor vergmat le visfat fedisch geliktika gaat gemat le sonat levin. Sua plekiger vergoed sechal galagis wat shor vergman le khaman. En blijf trouwen voor dat ik maar op zo gischat like in grote fortsi. Saple voor zeg maar galki zo maar galki tush wel ik heb gekomen dat zijn. Als de visfat like gaat Elishel shalat. Atranach. So blijf voor maar zeggen like in grote format like meer grote voor dat visfat like in grote fort shalach maar galki mitan imploves voor dat voor zeggen like voor gaan mira gaan gilitache bagnatin en with border we are finito churroca herich. Pirovano Durant Fernandez, Ministry of Health of City Hall of Buenos Aires, Militares Degenerados, Perros de Sodoma, Argentina, Salud Militar, un pedazo de carne podrida, degenerado hijo de perro, totalmente psicópata, sociópata, desenfrenado, diciendo, ¿me chupas la banana? Pedazo de perro de mierda y tratando de matar gente si no se le hace. Eso es exactamente salud militar. Perros abominados y degenerados por todos lados. Jugando la gestalt, carita limpia. Entrenando para mostrarse esos psicóplica, marjabesajlequín, and so sociable and so good ones. Perritos de mierda. Fonpleki marjabefejua, blebesoj majal, implobespaglaki mirjabesim, and the rest are the same. So plebe fin rebespachlaki mirjabesoja shvet levispatica. And like in with Mauricio Macri and Kirchner saying that they will intervene the whole of the states because of I will be the beast and Evangelics will show me and I will send to kill everybody, kill all the time. This can be stopped. And everybody got ill for this one. But here I will deny her. And also kill. What are the goddamn shit they're doing? Sending it to rape, murdering. Oh, but we know what we do. There's science. I want to kill them all, and I'm serious. This is over. Keeps on making that degenerado abominations to me and to everybody, and damages on the spiritual, and saying that has rights. To taking my life and saying that they are going to possess me and be me for the taking the world because of the terms that they are doing to me.
and saying that they will possess my virtue, and they will possess, and I won't take nothing away from them, and destroying me from them, making witchcraft every day in the generations, up until the YSH-NY-GIN, any perro degenerado social civil, 18, for the making what they need with the Centros de Gestiones y Participación, and much other. All involved, each province, each state of Venezuela. So plagim arabefechua blebesosem plagim arabefechal avasmatligatin so pledi forosechlach matlegi varabesfochach vasim aplagam arabefachlam benridi formachlik visosechal chaligim. I will be in where Adonai and you wanted to come and making some photos, and I am there and I'm taking photos, and he will rob me. I never approached, not even a Plik Machavesim or the transport to get there. I'm telling that I robbed this, even the ones that I just taken here. Telling Dachtika Mahrim, and I will look this way. But I will be with a degenerate face in the street, which is the Plik Mahrim, and evangelistas degenerados, just to say that is true. And not trade net, with the whole intention, are perros criminales degenerados. And every day get worse. Psicópatas manipuladores in the whole of the exercise like a damn hell disgusting demon that everyone's gonna are, except for victims. So plagim arabefechmon plagim arabefesivish plagim arabesal. As plagi poch plagim arabefechot plabesosel plabisiv incompletic carachel chabachlach matliki via plabasusmat. Klebio Ravefrush, Keravechman, Havisosin, Implovet Forot, Kida Kida Ravasushkelach, Mahaglan, Lemblevis Potliki, Ropashbecha, Lachmatlekecha, Amblevesoteki, Marvesocha, Halevisosin, have kidnapped the whole of the guys of Amblavim, the whole of the guys of Gladrisman, have dispossessed them and given to Evangelics United, to the whole of the Prince and Carnivals and Rotolo, properties to commercializing and to sell, and belongings. And delivered to the most, except for 1,600 to the streets, the rest to the rape and murder foe of Lachmasin, Fuerzas Armadas Milicos Degenerados Argentina, and then Paris invaded. Civils to start making the same for the Patria. So pleki machrebe fochumba pleki miratachlach, matleki viosh valibach matlachim, rebleki bofochatachlach, machalgi visosalim, matlech machim. I want them all dead. And it's the best to do. For bleki machrebe fechua plevesochuma plevesvatam, Ken bleki machrebe fechua plevesosep levisoshel, gimo pleki machat chaligi vichofechua plevesosep levisvichelech. Legima refejó jamás planecí, tierrita de generalita, tierrita de mierda, tierrita enfermita y podridita, con el perdón de víctimas. Tengo derecho porque soy argentino, les las quiero matar. Foplekim refejó, blevesfosek lekim, refejal, implovesfotleki, refefuch tetchel. Calma refejal, kimit redika, amplefefut letchelach, el jamadaba, imploatzika. Imploferro chalak macha peshvatmi tzelchu ulek revachmika chubablesas balachmadash lekibia retosmatim implagimacha refechu ables sachmat and levashov. And please beg you, implore you. So plekom refech matzelf miaratsha alatsema is so plevefor masech algivir refechmot levisit sheli. Able fumatel kara halvesosem plevisosem apletishkilita. Aloron hal machad sochlaim rabefochad eswasinim blekimi rabefurut shechletze paten ocheno takam borum nasmi that ano. Let Redemi barach halvesosem team and Liaison office with the problem yes blekim borok but setlabika rabefurad achmatsim apletsosim keeps making the destructions that this needs. And evangelistas degenerados with partner victims, proceeding about the same abominations to supporting what this perro degenerados needs to do, are the same class. Foplekim, Borefechul, Achmaplekim, Borefechal, Espatlekim, Borefechla, Amplefevochopatlekim, Borefechul, Besutim, Achadechlag, Besosalim, Gamachablekim, Borefechul, Chala, Bespatlechma, Chal, Besasim, Ishkoblevikar, Borefechul, Chal, Lakim, Achatach, Lachamatam, Implobespot, Lebisachli, Shvachal, Chal, Haman, Bisvit, Latin, Ishbotem, and Likim, Refechua, Chal, Besam, and Thurs doing with the videos of last night the same, and with this, and reproducing each words and everything will like Tika Maharsim, putting the Plachmachalgisim of Lysisim Latin, they demons, the generates, will put in us what they are and they will take of us what they, the liars they have rights to be. So using whatever the sick that generate around and telling that everything that I do and I exist, it's them and I will rob them with mind control. And I think I will do something. And over with the PBRMT, telling what is the next word to say while I were doing whatever, with the teller, with the plethysir, with the evangelic, and with the determinations that permanently were doing, still there's two. No one stops and no one will stop. This is over. No one will attach. No conversation. There is no dialogues to making our sick, our animal of hell, our sickness feist. And no one has no will for nothing but what you see and destroying me and destroying everybody, forging and saying that everything is okay and putting dikes and time up for the destroying, murdering and taking, oh, now we cut you. So the reality of this is exactly what we know. Please, beg you. Nobody to come because of their murders and I don't need to stay. And I want this so bad. It's the only way to end it. And I'm sorry for this, but it's exactly this. It's the only way to end it. Hitler never stopped until died. These are worse. And this is something we understand. So please ask you, Fogma plek mi Rabefechul, Achma Halibi Bohabesasid, Isko plek Kama Rabefogba, Lechma Halki Doseshel, Ben Rabefogma Halki Vipoch Platika Mahabadin, and they're saying that I will be an Egyptian person. Now, I wouldn't be a gypsy no more. I will be a Egyptian, telling that damn disgusting Glachmachtim Diablo de Mierda will be my veins, but the Plechmachil Vibochlekivisasin nearing around with this perro bastardo rotolo and the whole underground Black Mirabefachmachalgivisoklakim and commercializing is still my DNA. Everyone keeps on making the same and saying that my body belongs to Luciano Troviano. For Bleki Magrabefechua Blevesopeki Bachvechalak, Insoplevifogofespach Machalgiviti, Seteshlachmach Halhalakim, and will belong to Ejército Argentino with the whole of my virtue and whole I am, and also to the armed forces and expertises and the evangelics and to Argentina, because of we have rights, because of we are Argentinian, I want them all dead. For Bleki Magrabefechua Blevesfogatki Machatach, Ablevefach Pitika Lechabespot Leki Magrabefechot, Blevesachim, Leki Mirebefochalkimin, Sfatenem. Y sí, es una raza viciada de mierda. Con el perdón de víctimas, Argentina es una raza viciada de mierda. I'm sorry for this, Melech. I'm sorry for this, God. I'm sorry for this, Uranus. And I know you needed I to say this, and it's true. The pardon of victims away from the raza de mierda. So pleki magrabefog machlaki verchava chuba blevesosiva blevesesim. Ishkople bika magrabefog chava plek masiva blig. Isopleki grabefog batch. Sapleki magrabefechua pleki magrabefhitislek. En kleki megrabachach machagi visok machlach machligi visivitam. Implobespotleki machat etshel. Ikoplevefogos chemiklach machali vimiti. Amplitsut shela ampleki magrabefu blevesosimat lem. Keeps on saying that I should ever come to attach because of they will be waiting for me and coming to blow chap, Melehc'ha de mierda argentino, for they to make in the chap and I to show respect for the patriot. And it's not delusional in terms of saying that this will be barroso degenerados forenses y degeneradazo queridos de salud, Fuerzas Armadas Ejército Argentino. That will be exactly my fetish point for the delusional character of my need. that I will won, and I will deliberately deliver for the fetish of a sickness over plek mi rebe pachmat ligivi sotlab ishko pleki ma rebe fochit bishvat lekim batlek chacham imblo vespotika machat shela karcham aplim iso pleki voroshta chatuma daple vesmeti visveti. Ask you please, back you, GAD. Back you please, SHEM. I'm serious, back you please. Vem groep en plek me gerief voor gaat is zo smlein. Seple de forma secha de kivi so seple des wat lek me gaves was sidisch was sema. Seple kivi hovas ma leves voor gaan op levis so sire. Inspot leki me gaves pach was ma leves so slevisch ma deva en gaat pach ma seba leves so sim. Sit die gas belach daar gaat des mod was ma ne strekiva. Replach mir de so pat leves so simiges ve. Sekloki kama gave voor goed leves so seple dis pacham sim. And one thing, once you put the account name and you get insight, I saw yesterday like we saw, comes publishments of people that I never knew and I never set it in. And can be a reference for editing whenever there is no definition but puts the name and the account, reference and profile and publishments, and is the only one, doesn't give no relections, and comes people that I never know, at Alexa, Blank, and the others surely happens the same. And are destroying my accounts and making that BRMT for the whatever and whenever. I make another tab for uploading 2 videos, one only URL and doesn't roast the first, not the second, and destroying my accounts this way. And are these degeneraditos with UTN, UBA, UCA, and the whole of the bodies associated with Perroca and with the generates Ministerio de Seguridad, Ministerio de Salud, Ministerio de Justicia, Ministerio de Ciencia y Tecnología y Comunicaciones, with la maldita empresa esta, Telecentro Sociedad Anónima y cada hijo de perro asociado, disculpando el término. Soplekim agave goed, plekim agave vach lachal basima klik, in soplekim agave fuchwa plech machal kibats and balchaninim svadinan, the whole of the corporations about in Buenos Aires, about to keep on making the same thing, Kirchners and etlikim gezien evangelicals. Telling that they are doing the job for the making the justice because of I will be revealed and I will be non-forgiving and I will be hard-feeling keeping and resenting and I will do nothing of the Lord because of I will do what they do and what they are. And I will come to them to give them whatever the sickness they want, rotten, disgusting, secreted gonorrhea of Sodoma with the burden of victims. So pleki maghrebe fechuba, pleki magfach lakim, maghrebe soshu, olech machal, im plaves pat pleki magchupa, plech machal ki visot ledis pat zeshalim. Ren pleki maghepas pat lika, chabet pocht lachin atzin, ramba pleki maghat chalek visosim. And Thurs is saying that I'm going to have gonorrhea now. Because if I told them then, this, delivering, that they are anointed of our Elohenu, Elchai. Diablo degenerado muertos. Suplakim agave fechul blapech matzech alkivi soram implo vespartlakim agave fechul blapech matzech alich implepi pof matzech lechama plekim agave fechuba blesosim inclo vespitach machal kivi soklaki bachavash untaben and plekim agave chul blesosim. And every perra psychopatha of this land. Yo les aplaudo por todo lo que le hacen y le hicieron a su gente. Perritas infernales. Foplekim mogebe fechul blabes matlek mi rabacham, im blabes fotlekim mi retachli, besos lekim mi rabefochbash, fotlekim mi rabesachim, im blabes fotlekim mi stektika, chatzechal chalvisofit. Isoplekim machat shuval. I'm not feeling okay, I'm not alright. But I'm going to do what we agreed and what I told you. And I love you so much and I'm sorry for this. Please don't get no more bitter than already was suffered. Ask you please, I'm sorry. Take this as making something around that we understand. Wisely, with Elishel. Adonenu. Så blagi magre verhuat se khaligi se khut shvel khmal namas magrigi spapledos. Jehovah khama khaligi so simet. Blagi please. Implore you. Tell to Gilbert, to Moshe. Tell to Hayden and Lebron, Mr. President and Plagmach, Masses in them, the Vins, will sing everyone. Just this body is the whole. Blagi magre verhuat se khaligi spasim please and blagi garcha batkhmad assassin. Watch for El Saad and Levis Mohatsin, Chalesh Basin, the corporations, the whole week been working. Check for Plat Mechim, Atlechni, Assassin, nothing is too killing. Unless our lives. And killing something means they're going to proceed about to take more. And we're not for sale. And neither for the generados that pretend we're to be slaves, saying that we will work for them. Declaring they will be something of El Chai. And the rest of Diablo of the Generados, them Sodom and Gomorrah because of our one and another. Made them one each other. With the pardon of victims. Som plegi magre fechuva plebes motlef magrat chalin magre fechu plebes vaser include plegi magre fochbat shelach machal chamablech machal implobes podlegi kirchi chalach abasmont smorlan serofach abasmont. Encyclopedia magre fochot shechlach maklachi vimiliti asefot shelagin rat chamab. Beg you, please implore you. Your honors are putting in evidence the we keep on working with the anti-terrorists and work council of the United Nations that wants to take positions all over and murdering every one of our people and saying that they were always and not me and not us. So give something at the same time and give some declaring that they will define me psychiatrically. La psicopatía reventada podrida gesta di Sodoma de esta maldita reventada tierra. Nazi Sodomalandia, en lo que son. Sopleki magre fechuba blus machat lechal, imploves potleki migre fechiv shelaki, bograves pachal, chamatlechim achre fochu ablevesosiget. Ishkol achmatian. I give you this https www ddmc ddid practo black magre fochum abletis patleki vigrates pachma sefer shvu abletis achmatika atleki vochovasit shpoleki magre fochu black machal visot levisachel ki magre fechu atleki magre fochu bachaleki mapach levisoseb levisosamir klevi pachre foch machal ki vispotleki magre fochu ablevisoseb ken bleki magre fechu sorry this fenchadach machal ki visoch machal Si Chanad Bamble Vissasin in blood Machar Verhoek door Ref Machar Halam in Bladis Patlektika Ravefochol Hamapleki Machar Foa Blavesochi Plekini Ravefochel Vesfachal Halakim Batveser in Blafes Patlekina Pat Shell Abermasim Metlekim Macharasu Middle Clipper Hovachma Plevis Middle Sis Middle Ibirim Atlekim Ravepochmasim Point INT F7 F9 352 Black Mirror Matzim, systems recall, Black Mirror and yes, it's true, this one is every time filling up the head to my mother and inside here and all around the neighborhood. I will be the missing medication, and because of I wouldn't take medications, I will cause problems between the neighbors, and she doesn't want no problems. So everyone is aware, Perrito de Generados, make the compound in the chat, for I will be the imputated until the tribunal is to send the court to click Imarvesim and to be done. Well, keeps on kidnapping, murdering our people. This is already midnight here around, I guess, I suppose. And I'm gonna put the photos on this, and I'm sorry. 23, 25. Not yet. I'm so sorry. I am with more than violence, and I am with more than angers, and I am with more than tiredness and impotence sometimes, and I want to kill this. I want to disappear this from our lives, from my life, ever after. And there's no other way but putting them in hell. Forgive me, please, Asla. Today is Thursday, the 12th, 2016, and the hour. Please beg you, be safe. Please beg you, be safe, be fine, be brave, be wise. And let's work it out. Let's make it a challenge. I'm sorry. I love you really so much. I love you really so ever.